Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome back. This is the Ultimate Love Letter. Thank you for joining the conversation. Today's conversation is focusing in on how needing nothing attracts everything. And it took a while for me to grasp this exactly. What does it mean to need nothing and yet it brings everything? You know, my dear beloved Aaron actually gave me something to think about, something he had saw. He had noticed that every time you see the inside of a rich person's home, or anytime you go and visit, a friend or family who may be into some sort of wealth, he highlighted that their homes contain little. Like it's the most simple decor. It's simple couches, very elegant, but simple. Perhaps a bookshelf, a few books, perhaps candles, but it just seemed like nothing was cluttered. And something that I know is that whatever is going on within our mind, we are able to see that on the outside of our life. And that can look like the way we keep in our homes, the way we keep in our bedrooms. Like I've seen this. I have a friend who was always hiding her bedroom. We could never look inside. And then at one point she made a mistake and left her room ajar. And I kind of just, opened the door quickly, not even thinking. And when I went in, it was complete chaos. And I know my dear girlfriend had been dealing with for many years just chaos in her life, in her mind, really. When you deal with chaos in your mind, it spills out into your outside world. Like there is no way around it. The only way to live in clarity, and that means clarity on the outside, is to get clear and organized on the inside of our mind. So going back, Aaron first revealed this to me. Like he said, do you notice how simplistic the rich people's homes look? And when we're looking at our own home, for me, I'll just say it is filled. It looks like a museum. It's filled with books and arts and figurines and plants and knickknacks and healing stones, beautiful things, all the things that I love. But I've noticed it is things that I accumulated through the years that I was bringing into the home because I thought they would make me feel better. And I really noticed it in my life when I got back from my summer trip. The places I had been staying, and I'm speaking really about the last place that I stayed the longest, which was in Bali, and I was in a villa, very beautiful wooden villa, but also very simplistic. And when I got back home, it just seemed for the first time in almost the 10 years I've lived in my home, it felt like the walls were closing in. I felt for the first time like I had too much shit. And it was such a reflection of who I was in the past and now who I'm becoming in the future. So, needing nothing attracts everything, meaning when we need nothing, what we're actually saying is we have it all. We have everything we need. There's nothing more that is required for us to live peaceful, for us to live a wealthy life. We already are whole right now in the moment. There's nothing more on the outside that we can bring on the inside of our home or in our mind that is going to make us feel any more complete. We are already complete. We are whole. We need nothing else. So, from a point of needing nothing, what we're essentially doing is releasing a resistance. And when we release resistance, we create huge space for flow to come through. Think about in the palm of your hand how difficult it is when you're trying to grasp water. If you were to pour a portion of water in your hand and you hold tightly to it, what happens? The water spills out right in between your fingers. However, if you're just cupping your hand, you're leaving it open, you're not clinging to anything, the water can sit there comfortably. The same with our mind and our situations. When we are attached to anything, an outcome, a relationship, if we're attached to money, if we're attached to business, if anything we're attached to is essentially in a resistance. And a resistance is essentially, when you follow the root, it's rooted in fear, it's rooted in lack. It's saying that I need this thing on the outside. I need it in order to sustain my life, or I need it in order to feel complete, or I need it in order to survive. The truth is, you are already complete with everything you are right now. That is your birthright. Just like when you think about nature, nature is complete. Nature doesn't need anything else. Now, we may talk about, yes, nature needs fertilizer, nature needs water when we're thinking about like the forest and the trees. But think about the faraway forest where it's untouched by humans, and that may be far and few right now. We'll get into that in another conversation. But essentially, who's taking care of the forest? God. God brings the rain right when we need it. God brings the sun right when we need it. God brings animals that will run through the forest and leave droppings that fertilize the space. God is the source of it all. The forest, nature needs nothing, and yet it grows in abundance and it's lush and it gives life. It sustains everything in the environment. The same with us. We are no different. We need nothing to sustain ourselves. Animals, same thing. They're complete. Yes, they may roam and they find in nature natural habitats, their homes, they bury, they go into caves. Everything is already there for them. They need nothing. They are already a state of abundance. So needing nothing attracts everything. It's only when we're saying constantly, I need this car in order to feel complete in myself, or I need this job title so that I look like I'm worthy, or I need this amount of money and then I'll feel secure in life. But what often happens is that either we don't achieve those things, we just achieve more lack because those sensations, those emotions are stemming from a place of lack. But even if we were to achieve the car, the title, the money, we still feel lack. Because the truth is, until we tap in to the truth, the wisdom that we are complete wholeheartedly as we are, nothing on the outside will be able to fill that void. Nothing on the outside will be able to quench that thirst. When we're talking about the ultra wealthy, and when we're talking about how it just seems like business, money, all forms of prosperity come to them effortlessly. When you speak to them, they're actually saying this exact thing. I need nothing else. My cup run full. And I know that some of us will be saying, oh yes, because they already have all the wealth. Oh yes, they already have all the business. So yes, they need nothing else. No, but we don't understand is the mindset of needing nothing now. What comes as a byproduct of that mindset of needing nothing is the wealth, never the other way around. I think about my own life. Yes, I would love to have a certain amount in the bank, a certain amount in assets. I would love that. But what's true for me is that I know that no matter what I have in the bank, no matter what I have on my portfolio, whatever I need, the moment I need it will come to me, because I understand that is how God works. Because I understand that living life in complete detachment from anything and anyone puts me in direct collaboration, direct communication, direct presence with the Most High, who is the source of it all. And once I'm in that seat, once I already know that God, who is my Father, has said it is your birthright to live a rich life, and you understand that you have it all right now. And whenever you need, whatever you need to do, whatever you need to do in the future, I will provide the moment you need it. Then I can relax and know that in essence, I have it all. I don't need to see it to feel secure. I don't need to have it in the bank to say, oh yeah, I got that. I can spend that. All I need to do is relax and say, when I'm ready to take a trip around the world, the resources will be there to do so. When I need to pay that bill next month, God will provide. I have it all right now. I don't need anything. I don't need to go out and live out of integrity and take jobs that are meaningless to me. I don't need to go outside of integrity and take from someone else so that I have and they don't, so that I can fulfill whatever I think I need. No, I have what I need right now. And whatever I need tomorrow will be waiting for me then. That is what it means to when you need nothing, you attract everything. That energy of needing nothing, think about that. That is an abundant energy. If you were to say today and mean it, I need nothing. I have everything I need. I have health. I have a roof over my head. My bills are paid. I have food in the refrigerator. I have friends. I have family. I need nothing. If you can stay in that frequency, that is a wealth frequency. And that frequency will bring other situations that are like-minded, that are also in a wealth and abundant frequency. And what resides on a frequency of abundance and wealth? Rich friends, rich clients, a rich business, health, prosperity, world travel, bigger homes, bigger luxury cars, more money in the bank, more assets. Those are the things that reside on the wealth frequency. Our work needs to be to ascend to that wealth energy, to that wealth frequency rather. And you do so right now by knowing that you need nothing in this moment, that you are complete right now as you are. And anything you may need in the future will be right there waiting for you. If you can really live that, you will see that in your life. Your work is to get on that wealth frequency, because then everything that you truly desire can come to you with ease, because you're already there. When we are resisting that frequency, then we resist that frequency. We are on a lower frequency. We're on a frequency of lack. What lives on the frequency of lack? Heartache, hardship, more bills, less money, misaligned friendships, misaligned jobs, misaligned business opportunities. That lives on that frequency. Do you want to live on that frequency? Great. If you don't, you got to learn to step into the truth that you are whole right now, that you have everything you need in this moment, and everything you need in the next moment will be waiting for you the moment you need it. I want to thank you so much for joining this combo. It is an important reminder for me personally to remain in the present, to remain here. All we need is what we have right now for this moment. All we have is this moment. What do you need right now? Can you get grateful right now for what you have? And that is another thing. Gratitude every day for what you have will bring more of what you want and need in the future. Gratitude is money in the bank. I say this all the time. We can't afford not to be grateful. Anything you can find to be grateful for right now will amplify and explode in the future. How can you then afford not to be grateful? I don't understand it. You can't. No one in the world cannot afford to not be grateful. And I am talking about the ultra rich. And it is, in my opinion, they remain wealthy because they remain in a state of gratitude, which is the state of abundance. Get yourself there to that state and live a rich life forever. Until next time, love yourself and love others.